Alright, everyone. Still trying to figure out good ways to adjust the camera and shit. It's been raining all day today. I was on quarters yesterday and the remainder of the day. So I'm gonna do this video, upload it, play Final Fantasy 16 for a little bit, rest up some more, and then 10 minutes. Word of the day. Let's see. I want the word of the day to be calm. I slept in most of the day as I should have. Temperament is a lot better than what it was almost 4 to 5 days ago. I realized something, which is probably bad, but I don't think I'm meant for mental warfare. Okay, what I know, like, what does that even mean? But like, I could never. I don't know. My mind is like fucked, I guess, but I don't think I could ever intentionally mind fuck somebody. I wouldn't want to either. I feel like most people today, or me, I feel like a lot of people. I'm too fragile for that, and if I know I'm fragile, I don't ever want to run into somebody like me that's fragile and warp up their mind. Now, how I'm trying to associate that with the word calm, and why the word calm is the word of my day is because, again, we go through so much warfare: mental, physical, spiritual, financial, family. And I think, there's sometimes we 9 times out of 10, most people really don't have a quiet spot. They have temporary fixes, the gym, gaming, but I think, which is actually kind of sad, I think a lot of people can't really sit still and quiet out the noise on their own. And that, to me, is, that's scary. That's really, really scary. Man, that's scary. Let me see something real quick. I don't know. I feel like I'm not even going to take it to substances and everything, but what do we use to silence out the noise, man? Like, so if it's not the gym or gaming, music, binge watching on Netflix, probably binge. Anyway, but yeah. I know this is just my lens and my way of thinking, but the one thing about peace, and I spoke on this before, I don't think it was like peace, but just the fact of being calm, but like, but then again too, I think everybody's version of calm is different. I grew up thinking calm meant quiet, peaceful, slowed down, definitely approachable, but up here for the last couple of days, it hasn't really been all that calm for me. you really, now mind you, I know you can't stay in bed all day every day and sleep away your problems. I think if it was that simple, a lot of the issues we have today wouldn't be existent or as existent. I don't know the word for it, but I do my best not to waste time. I believe time is a valuable, very valuable thing, and as I get older, to an extent, I don't all the way agree with this statement I'm about to say, but I honest to God, believe time is worth more than money. To an extent, you can't pay a bill with a hug or just by talking to somebody. But the one thing you cannot get back in life is time. Like think about it as we grow up. Remember how when we were younger, or when you were younger, you thought $100 was a lot of money. Then you got older, then you thought $1,000 was a lot of money. And then you got more experience, older, whatever. You thought 10,000 was a lot, 100,000 was a lot, and then okay, well no, 100,000 is a lot depending on where you live in proximity. Let's call it but anyway, I'm saying all that to say this, y'all. It's kind of like we be so caught up in our own shit that we really don't have whether it's in here or in here, we really don't have a calming place. I don't. I do and I don't, if that makes sense. I think I might have just spoke out of ignorance, y'all. But anyway, my word of the day is calm. It's been pretty calm today, and I'm very appreciative of that. The one thing about my transitioning, and I don't know how many days it's gonna take for when I don't have to put the uniform on anymore. And I think I'm always gonna be scared of that because again, I didn't plan to be out, but yeah, I never had really planned to be out. hmm Yeah, I didn't. And I don't know, man. I think when you're in a career like this with the military, you don't. You. I'm so used to being told what to do, even with the amount of rank that I have on my chest. At the end of the day, I'm still being micromanaged, and unfortunately, what I've learned. Even the E7s and E8s, man, it's like you gotta. The only way you truly not micromanaged to an extent is if you a whole sergeant major. I think it depends on MOS organization, but it was just that shit. But then again, too, I'm pretty sure it is way worse. I don't know, man. I haven't been a civilian in almost 12, going on 13 years, so I don't know, man. I know they say hunting for jobs out here is very terrible. So when I go back to school, the only reason I'm gonna go back to school, I already know is because the military gonna pay for it to an extent. But again, well, all the way because I already have my bachelor's. But I'm going to school to still get paid, if that makes sense. I didn't. When what I got my bachelor's in, I got it for the wrong reasons anyway. Like, some people really do be going to school like it's a hustle. They go to school to survive so they can make ends meet. I had a very particular conversation with somebody, and not in the military, civilian and everything too, but this person is going to school because they have a dorm room to stay in, and you know their college is pretty much paid for. But also, with that being said, like, it's a means to survive and get by. To an extent, I don't know all of what they did. I'm pretty sure it goes a lot deeper in that, but I kind of get it. You know, a lot of us, not a lot of us, some of us, but some of us were just, maybe it's a good thing the timer went off so I can stop rambling. But the word of the day, y'all, is calm. That's my word of the day. Do I want to go back to work tomorrow? Fuck no. Do I want to be around different energies and people that kind of trigger me in my psyche? Fuck no. But I gotta keep going. I gotta continue with this process. I will say this before I end the camera. I think where I fucked up at, and I think where my temperament honestly and truly probably made the shift that it did, is when they, and I'm just gonna say the powers that be, but when they had decided that it was time for me to med board because of how my psyche is and my temperament, I think not I think I know, but it's kind of like by this time next year, all the shit I'm doing outside of my med board process, all the shit I'm doing is not gonna matter anyway. So and I think that's a bad mindset to have, because it's getting to a point to where I don't even want to be, and it's not like I ever did, but everything I'm doing outside of my bedboard is kind of like, what's the point? What's the point? And I think that's a dangerous mindset to have when you're in the military, because whether you're medboarding, chaptering, or even ETSing because you retirement, that's a very dangerous mindset to have, because you're still around a bunch of individuals who still have a career, a life in this field, and you become quite, I'm only going to speak for me, I'm not going to speak for anybody else, y'all, who's in the military, because one thing about my channel, I will never purposely offend anybody. Now, I may say some shit if you say, but anyway, I feel like that's the mindset I have right now, I feel like that's a very cancerous mindset to have around people where this is their life, if that makes sense. You know, I know how I would feel if I still had my 7 years and I was around this way of thinking. I would remove myself from an individual who thinks like this, because this type of thinking just weighs service members down. It's not a good way of thinking. Now, I gotta do what's best for me, but at the same time, I'm still very, very aware of who I'm around and what I'm around. There are soldiers that still need to be led, do-outs that still need to be done. Now, you can best believe I'm gonna do what I need to do to take care of myself. But I think once I found out that I was medboarding, on a mental level, it's like a tug and pull. It's like, why are you continuously taking this shit seriously? And again, by this time next year, you're going to have other worries as far as maybe school and a job. So why are you worried about this Army shit right now? hopefully y'all can kind of understand with what I struggle with dealing with this shit since I started my med board process. I think I have a high sense of right and wrong, and I'm just conflicted. I say I've accepted the fact that I've med boarded, but at the same time, not really. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna load this up, get on the game, get some good content out there. Please like and subscribe. Again, y'all, I haven't really gotten into the niche of this yet because I'm just going right into the content creating. I'm not still doing the, hey, like and subscribe, this retro games, this, that, and third, welcome to my channel, take 3 seconds. Nah, I haven't done all that. And I'll be surprised if y'all made it all the way to the end of this video, you know, where I should have probably did this first. But anyway, y'all, I love you. You are loved. You inspire me. You motivate me. Keep going. Don't quit. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.